Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video we're going through my round 3 team review, going through how it went and how I can go through and really improve and stuff. So before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So just before we get into this, and you'll see all the scores, but it doesn't seem to be working well. That's one thing that we've seen. Who did I actually have my captain on? I had my captain on Marinoff. One sec. Cancel. Let me just do this correctly so it actually shows the right team, I guess. That was the right team, etc., etc. Okay. Now let's try this. Okay, here we go. So, one thing that I've seen, just even setting this up for my reviews, is that the system doesn't seem to work as well as the men's, and that's something that they can probably improve on. Just in terms of trying to review past teams, like even if we look at the round 2 side, you'll see it has Riddell there. I didn't have Riddell in round 2, so that's clearly not really using the players that I actually had for that round. So that's something it's probably got to improve on in the future, is just getting the right players per actual round. But anyway, I digress, I guess. Let's get into the actual recap. I ended up, if I actually make this a little bit bigger so that you guys can see better, 1,400 points on the dot, round 3 rank of 4,042, and total of 4163 with an overall rank of 1918. So a little drop, but I think I've stabilized enough now after what happened in the first couple of weeks with not having Schultz and stuff. Schultz has probably cost me about, I'd say, 1,000 positions almost, 500 to 1,000 positions just in herself. And not having Garner when 25% of the comp has her, yeah, there's been some calls that have really stuffed me up, and I think it's really been a wake-up call for me, I guess, in terms of the women's fantasy, that there are some players that work a lot better than others. I don't think the smaller midfielders really work that efficiently, just because it is hard to get it's harder to get disposals compared to the likes of the men's, just due to the time restriction, as well as the fact that tacklers are so valued in this. As I just try and make my screen a little bit brighter. How much charge do I have? Enough charge. Here we go. So yeah, tacklers are really important, and as you can see with my trades, when we get into them for that'll be on Friday, you'll see that I will have structured this better so that I will have more tacklers in my side. Let me just see, what was Whitford putting up? Whitford was put up 10, 5 and 3. Davey puts up decent tackling numbers. Benici does as well. Marinoff is a tackling beast. As you can see in her round 1, she only put up 2 tackles in her round 1, 112, so that could have been a massive score if she put up some tackles. And Riddell put up tackles here, but I don't think she's as much of a tackler as I think Garner and some others are. And that's why I am trying to get in Bowers probably for Benici or someone else, just to try and get the tackling numbers in there. But going on to this side, Tani Evans 66 against Richmond. She did well. That's all that you need out of the defenders is really 65 plus. So there's that. Tani Evans did 66, which is good. Carney 69, although her price is dropping a little bit, I think it's still fine. Cordner 50, a little bit low, but she did go really high last week, so you're sort of making up for it, and you're following the crowd with 51% ownership there. Heads made it up massively with the 62 in the with 39 in the last. It was 23 up until the last quarter, and she scored 39 in the last, which I think was about 5 kicks, 3 marks, 2 tackles, something like that, and a free kick as well. Just trying to work that in my head. I don't think that was necessary. It might have been 7, 3 and 3 or something like that. That might have got done 7, 3. No, it was 7. 7 kicks, 3 marks and 2 tackles and a holding ball, free kick 4. So that got her up to 39 in the quarter and 62 overall. So Ella Heads just needs to get on field, to be honest. 80% is fine, but she spent 10 minutes in the third off, and she just needs to get going before the last quarter to not give us just heart attack, because she's done it about 2 out of the 3 weeks I can at least recall. She's gone into the last quarter not really scoring that well, and then come out of it with a decent score. Charlotte Thomas, sorry, not Chloe. She's come away and started to actually produce, which is good. Plays Sydney this week, which should be a better opponent to face. And she should be able to produce here. So I'm expecting her to produce a 65 or 70. Especially because if I actually just look at, I'll look it up on my phone. I believe Charlotte Thomas is one of the taller girls, so I think she would do better. What's her height? Let's see, 175, that's 5'9", is it? That's one of the taller defenders you would expect. So she should be able to take those intercept marks that the Swans usually give away. They give away quite a lot of intercept possessions. So I'm expecting her to produce a good score. McDonald will be most likely a loophole for someone that plays on the Sunday, just to get potential VC. I am going to go dangerous with my captaincy choice this week, but it'll most likely fall back on a Marinoff or Bowers. I think it depends what they play around with McDonald here. So there's that. Moving on into the midfield, Benici went 91, pretty good effort, and yeah, she will be moved on this week to, I think, Bowers, which will be a really decent trade. Bowers is just waiting. She is just waiting for a 25 and 15 game where she just goes nuts, and that'll be a 130, 140. So there's that, and we're waiting for that. Marinoff, 124, again, just huge, and plays GWS this week, so I'm expecting a good number there. Riddell has a tough game against Brisbane, and she might fall back a little bit, but this was a rash choice by me, in all honesty. Should have just gone with Prezi, as Prezi has Port Adelaide. She put up 29 more points. Would have stuffed me over in getting better cash gen off the bench, but I would have been able to get I would have been able to at least get a forward that I would have just traded out Stratton, gotten in Charlotte Thomas, and then gotten in probably a midfielder that, or I gotten in Everest, I think, on the bench as well, and that would have really helped out. But sometimes that doesn't work, but yeah, we move. Moving on to Davey, 88, just constantly getting tagged, so I don't know whether this is the week to move her on or not. If I do move her on, then I might be able to actually make better trades, to be honest with you. If I do move her on, then I think I could potentially get up to the likes of moving Phillips up to a Hall, which could be really beneficial. So there is that thought as well, and keeping Benici. But I'm just worried Davey just goes nuts. Whitford, 78, she really just struggled, which was annoying, and plays Western Bulldogs, but Western Bulldogs should be a good matchup there. Nan Scorn, 85, and it's funny how I finally can pronounce her name, but she's going this week. And yeah, she just produced 8 tackles, good. 2 free kicks against, which was annoying, but then again, that's fine. She did the cash gen needed. Schultz, 75, and yeah, this is what you brought her in for. She plays Geelong this week, and if we look at Moffat, because Moffat has played Geelong before, and played Brisbane, and she got 20 against Brisbane, she got 38 against Brisbane, and 34 against Geelong. So I would kind of expect Schultz here to get the similar numbers as well. So I'm expecting like an 80 or so from her, just judging her in comparison to Moffat. But 75 this week was perfect, and she did give away 4 free kicks, which was a little bit annoying. That restricted her from the 80 score. That would have been huge, but then again, that's good enough. Hoare on the bench with a 35. She's just going 30s at the moment and slowly gaining cash. 9k this round. I forgot what it was last round, but I'm pretty sure it was something similar. And yeah, just hopefully she can budge her way up to that 500k mark sometime soon. Gardner was the star of the round, 151 against Brisbane, and here's where it really comes in, because she's gone 19 disposals, 27, and now 41, and she's a tackling beast as well. Got the marks against Brisbane, so she plays West Coast, which should be I'm saying it's the easiest matchup so far that we've seen, so I'm expecting her to go absolutely nuts next week, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Gardner is my captain next week, just because she's got that West Coast matchup, and you sometimes just have to attack the matchups. Malloy, 58, she'll come back against West Coast. It's as simple as that. She's not having the greatest season, but I think she's still necessary. She's averaging 80, and if we look at the forwards right now, she's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th best forward on averages, and she'll climb that back up. If she didn't concede, 6 free kicks, was it? No, 2 free kicks and missed 4 goals. If she had converted 2 of those goals, that's another 10 points. That's getting her above Rowe itself. And there's a couple of these girls as well that will eventually file into our side. Roberts, 80. She's doing well, and I think she'll do fine. She just had a slip up in this Gold Coast game where she just couldn't get the non-disposal points needed. So hopefully she gets she obviously gets on next week against the Swans and then puts up an 80 or so and just continues on around that 80 mark, as that is sustainable, I think. Phillips is one that I think I'm going to try and upgrade. I might try and, if Davey can be upgraded to, and I can get out of Phillips with this Geelong game, then I'll be interested, as well as just looking, do we have DFS? Do DFS have the AFLW? Do you have CBAs yet for round 3? They do not. That's really annoying that we're on Wednesday and they haven't updated that yet, because I'd like to see Erin Phillips roll. But after this video, I am going to try and tinker with the Davey and Phillips up, as well as using Nanscorn to get to Bowers and hopefully Hoare. I think I might be able to, but we'll wait and see on that one. And then Single here, 66. She's doing all right, but and you look at this, I just want to see Phillips 55, 71, Single 80, 78, 66, and that was a low scoring game. So I think and she gave away 6 free kicks. So if she doesn't give away 6 free kicks there, if she gives away say 3 or something like that, that's a 75, and it's looking a lot more representative. And then Stratton 78 and Davies 13. Yes, I did rush through this video, as I do want to get it out as quickly as possible, because it is sort of late on a Wednesday anyway. But you will see my trade targets, as I do review my trade targets, which was actually pretty good, as I've been saying throughout the once the rounds have been over, throughout the other videos, that I actually nailed my trade targets pretty much this week, especially the key areas outside of the midfield. And yeah, you'll see that video tomorrow alongside my tipping, etc. and stuff like that. And then Friday you will get my my round preview for round 4. But anyway, that is the video, and I guess I will, 1 second, let me actually change the screen. But yeah, that is pretty much the video there. Those are my thoughts. I'm not too badly off, and I'm hoping to climb up to 1500, like basically reverse the effects of round 3 this round, and hopefully we can build from there for a top 1000, top 800 rank for the AFLW season. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Bye guys.